So that's what I wanted.
And they go into the sunset together.
Yeah, they go off into the sunset. Oh yeah, you gotta take care of this gang.
Yeah.
You killed my family. Prepare to die. the slow crawling. Yeah, bro, he's mad. I've been mad too, bro.
Yeah.
You killed his adopted family. Yep. That takes care of that. Damn, bro.
He's not playing, man.
Nah.
Like, just drive by.
Literally a drive-by, bro. Literally had to settle the score. You know, he made peace for his people. Well, not peace, but he avenged them.
Yeah.
It's always so satisfying seeing that. Nice. Keep forgetting they changed the name of the ship.
Did they?
Yeah, because remember it's originally called Slave One.
Yeah, what is it now?
It's Fire Spray.
Oh.
Because he said Fire Spray in the beginning. I'm like, why are you calling it Fire Spray?
Yeah.
In there.
Not quite.
It's dissolved.
Yeah, not best time.
Didn't he come out of there with it though?
He did, but I don't know if he remembers it. I mean, he doesn't really quite remember. Damn, what a shot though. Holy crap.
Damn.
That's insane. Turn your flashlight on. Please.
Like, oh, it's alright. I've gotten out of here before. So
Looks like the Sarlacc pit is dead. I'm waiting for it. Jinx. There it is. Yeah. Ooh. Shoot into it. I was like, let me guess. Guns are jammed. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh.
I'm waiting for it. It's so satisfying every time they do that. Damn, it's so satisfying every time they do that, bro. Well, at least you settled the score and getting revenge on that Sarlacc.
I think it's safe to say your armor is not in there.
Yeah, dude. He doesn't remember. He remembered he was knocked out.
Yeah.
Time, don't touch my buttons.
Like, really, dude?
Like, I saved us, didn't I?
Right, yeah.
Nothing.
Bunch of Sarlacc gunk.
What you need to find is a Bacta tank.
Don't worry. He got a whole bunch of it. AKA the flash can. Wow. Flashback coon can. That's what I meant to say. Coon as in K-U-N, by the way. Have to be very specific about that.
Forming your own house?
I can offer you something no client ever has.
Partnership.
What's that?
It's made me strong. Without a tribe.
Just drinks to drink.
Congratulations, Master Fett. You are completely healed.
No more flashbacks. No more back to
Scars
pods.
on the inside.
Those can never be healed.
Yeah.
Longer.
Yeah.
Should still show my face in town.
You sure that's a good idea?
You're fully healed now?
War could break out any day.
Madame Gar says, Cantina. I knew you were going to see him very soon.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Get him to work with you. Powerhouse, literally.
Literally. You saw how he bodied you? Took him mad people to take him down.
Yeah, he got an issue with them. He got an issue with the Trandoshans, because you know what they used to do to Wookiees. You remember that, right? That's a nice Clone Wars. Only Clone Wars folks will get this.
Yep.
Yeah, he got issues with them. Yep. See? Damn. Yeah, he's forcing him to fight and all that. Yeah, man. Remember that one episode when Chewie and Dude, really? Really? His face, really?
I remember your years in the pit. And the name Chrysanthemum drew crowds by the thousands. Your knuckle dusters are more feared than blasters. You to dismember
She's looking
this
glorious in the white.
unfortunate
Yeah.
Trandoshan.
Yeah. He doesn't care. And you paid her too.
Yeah.
Said, I don't need you to pay my debts off. I'll pay you.
I feel like to the right people, she can be very persuasive.
Yeah.
Though.
To the right people.
Hello, old friend.
Job, you say?
His reign ended in a ball of fire on the Dune Sea, and then Viv Fortuna took his place. He was a terrible leader with no right to the throne. Oh, you each tried to take his place, but were thwarted by his guile and treachery.
As I'm sure you all know, the Pike Syndicate are mustering troops in Mos Espa.
I took
What
over.
prevents us all from killing you and taking
You can try. We got
we got Ranky. We got a Rancor. Hey, he saved the rat. I just realized they're having dinner over the Rancor.
Please.
He did that on purpose, man. Bro, I got a whole powerhouse that'll kill you in 2 seconds. I can just drop the
Look
table.
at that, I'm afraid. I'm so afraid.
Will be acceptable.
It better be acceptable.
I mean, that's better. I mean, that's fine, because if he has them against him, then that just makes it worse.
Yeah, but he also doesn't have the power in numbers.
No, he doesn't, but at least there one less issue to worry about.
I have plenty of credits. What I'm short on is muscle.
If you know where to look.
Well, you just added a big muscle to your team. So
Yeah, you need more.
you need more, but you added a big one.
Oh, shit.
That
They're gonna hire Dinjarin? They're playing his team. Next episode gonna be crazy. And freaking Jarin.
I want to know who's directing next week's episode.
I have lots of emotions and thoughts. So, okay, before I ramble off, how did you feel about the episode? Like, what did you think about this episode as a whole, and like, what do you think about, now we're 4 episodes in, what do you think about where the show is going? Now that we're at the halfway point.
At this episode, I was kind of bored.
You were kind of bored of this episode?
Yeah, there was a lot happening, but it didn't like excite me. Like, I don't know if you feel the same or.
I share your opinion slightly.
Okay,
Because-
I want to hear what your thoughts are about that.
Well, no, I mean, go ahead, finish yours.
I'm trying to like see if it's just me or if like.
But if it's just you, it's all good. Like, that's fine. Like, I mean, so there was some very slower pacing issues with this episode, for sure. Like, pacing wise, this episode it had some moments that were just a little too slow. I did like, and I think it is Thundercat.
Yes.
Yes. I knew it was Thundercat. She was on that too. I'm like, wait a minute, this bass line sound like.
Yeah, it's his hair too.
Yeah, the hair is iconic,
Yeah.
man. That's amazing because he's such a huge nerd and a huge geek. Yeah, I've been listening. I'm gonna sound like one of those hipster guys, but I've been listening to Thundercat since like 2014, 2013, bro. Like,
I think he's like one of his songs literally on my like on repeat playlist right now.
Bro, this guy, Thundercat and Flying Lotus are like 2 of my favorite musicians in the modern like era right now. Like, as a musician, Thundercat is amazing. As a producer, he's great. Flying Lotus is equally just as good as a multi-instrumentalist and a producer. So I have loved both of them. I've been listening to Thundercat like
No, you put me on.
way back, and then I started seeing him on TikTok. Everybody's posted him, so I'm glad that he's actually getting a lot of recognition like now. And like him and Zach Fox,
my God.
both of them are like getting a lot of like love right now and stuff
Zach
like that.
Fox
So
was in Abbott Elementary.
Abbott Elementary.
Yeah, it's a show Mandy's watching.
Okay, he was in it.
Yeah.
That's funny. No, that's funny though, for real. Like, no, I'm. It's cool because I'm happy to see him that he was in this episode, man. Like, how to know that you can officially say it that you're canon in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah,
like,
right.
That's so cool. So I'm like, yeah, freaking Thundercat, bro.
Yeah, because I'm like, this guy looks so familiar.
Yeah.
Like, and then he said Thundercat. I'm like, that is Thundercat.
It took me half a second because like the thing, and I'm listening to the bass line because I know this dude's playing style anywhere. Like, I know his music to my core. And I'm hearing this bass line. I'm like, this sounds like a freaking Thundercat song. Are they trying to rip? I'm like, no. And then I see his face. I'm like, okay. Yeah, no. So I'm glad that he was in the episode.
No, that's
man.
really dope, man.
But yeah, no. But to answer your question about my feelings, to continue that, his appearance was cool. My favorite part of the episode, the things I liked, obviously Thundercat's appearance is one of them. Just being a fan, and then also Ming Na Wen, like she's like the best part of this episode.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, like her just going off and fighting those people. I mean, I just love seeing Fennec fight. I love seeing Ming Na Wen fight, and anything really. So
it's just Ming Na Wen, man. She's great.
Man, it would have been so great if she was if she wasn't Agent May in Agents of Shield. She would have been a great asset to Shang-Chi, man. Yeah. She would have been so great in that movie because she just kicks butt, man.
But like other people have shown up twice in what's it called? Like the MCU.
You know, I know, but unless she shows up as Agent May, it doesn't really make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because technically, Agents of Shield was part of the MCU until it wasn't. So, because they tied in some stuff from the Avengers movies in Agents of Shield.
But it's not canon anymore, so.
But now it is again. Like it's not, but now it is because of the whole multiverse stuff.
It's
so,
really confusing.
But anyways, it's not about MCU. About this episode. So yeah, no, Ming Na Wen, her scenes were great. I do think I'm fine. I'm actually glad that we're done with the flashback stuff. Yeah, the back to pod stuff. It was kind of
becoming like overwhelming.
It was just kind of becoming like, okay, all right.
Like, here we go.
I want to see current events in the timeline of this episode. Yeah. Like, yes, it was cool seeing. I got really loved the Tuscan stuff and showing him how he adopted their fighting style and how he learned about them, and we got more lore on the Tuscans, and they have now expanded their storyline. So I was really happy about that. I mean, but then when they got wiped out, I'm like, okay, where are they gonna go from here? Yeah. And now he got the fire spray back. I think Disney switched it because the name Slave. They just trying to stay away from any type of negative
connotation.
Yeah, so they kind of stepped away from that Slave One thing, even though that's a legendary name. A lot of people didn't like that they changed the name, but here we are.
I don't think it was needed, like, to change it. But
yeah, I don't think it was needed. But you know, when you're in a society, in a world where people, and I'm not trying to sound like one of those guys. Trust me, I'm very neutral in my approach to things. But I try to explore more of a gray area when it comes to a lot of subject matter. But anyway, so the point I'm trying to make, a lot of people, you can be in this modern age, especially how powerful social media is, you can be on fire for literally anything. Yeah. Like more than they already are, and Disney doesn't need the kind of heat. Like they gotta deal now. Not only does WB and Disney have to deal with freaking Josh Whedon and his stupid behind, like with all that crap he's been recently saying. Because now there's been a lot of people literally protesting the first two Avengers movies, that they're not going to watch them, that they whenever they rewatch the movies, they're not going to watch the Avengers, like the first two movies, because Joss Whedon had something to do with them. Because so now they got to deal with all that crap. So they're from a corporate standpoint, they're like, look, bro, we
ain't taking no risk.
We not taking no damn risk. We removing this. We changing the name. Like, I don't even care. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there were people at Lucasfilm and everything that was like, do we really got to change the name? Like, this is unnecessary. Yeah. But then now here we are. So yeah, man, like, you understand, like from a corporate standpoint, every corporation now, they don't want no heat from nobody, right? Yeah. So because you can literally go on under fire for anything these days. So but anyways, that's fire spray. It was cool seeing him get his ship back. And that everything was cool. But yeah, there were some slower moments of the episode. I mean, overall with the Book of Boba, I mean, and then we got, it's crazy because the things that excited us are me. I don't know about you, but if the episode was just hearing the flute sound from Mando's theme in there, and then hearing it again at the end, knowing that he's gonna contact Din Djarin, he's gonna contact him because he's not with Grogu anymore. So he
really got
not much to do. He's already served his purpose. He brought him back to his people. He did his job. So there's gonna be a good segue to see what's gonna happen in The Mandalorian season 3. So how dope would it be if they freaking hired Ahsoka, dog?
Oh man,
would have been
lit.
insane for a crazy finale. Hire Ahsoka to take down the Pikes. She stuck with them before.
Yeah.
Plenty of
And
times.
then you can lead into the Ahsoka show.
Lead into the Ahsoka show, and
That'd be great.
that'd be so cool, man. I don't know, like that'd be really freaking dope. And we know that Ahsoka obviously is alive during this time.
Yeah.
So yeah, man,
Hasn't Ahsoka dealt with Boba?
Ahsoka has dealt with Boba.
Yeah.
She has in the Clone Wars. They've had
a small boy.
when he was a small boy, she millie whopped him and put him in a freaking was that him? No, I'm thinking about a different thing. Sorry. No, I'm thinking about a different thing. I'm thinking about Ventress. Ventress is the one that millie whopped him and put him in the treasure chest.
I was trying to
Did Boba encounter Ahsoka?
I'm trying to think. I don't remember.
I don't think they did, now I'm thinking about it.
Obviously, he probably knows of her.
Yeah.
That's Anakin Skywalker's Padawan. So
Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll see. Maybe he knows of her, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Maybe that's wishful thinking.
And I can't remember if they crossed paths or not.
Because there's a fine line. So there's a lot of people who love the inclusion of Jedis in pretty much any Star Wars media, and there's a lot of people who just hate they have to include a Jedi in everything. Mm-hmm. So like Mando season 1 survives without a Jedi at all.
Yeah.
Period. But then obviously they included the Darksaber at the end, and then in season 2 obviously we had Ahsoka show up, and so the Mandalorian was a fantastic show altogether. The writing, and I think a lot of that has to do with the executive production and the directors per episode, because they put a lot of their vision and a lot of their style into the way that an episode is shot and the way that it's obviously just it flows. I mean, that's the job of the director.
I think personally I like the directors on Mando better than the directors on Boba.
Literally, I remember not really liking the Robert Rodriguez episode. Minus the Dark Trooper's appearance and that one scene with Grogu meditating. Besides that, the fight scene was kind of lackluster.
Yeah.
So,
this wasn't even, this was a different director. I haven't heard of him.
No, I haven't seen this one, but I want to know why they chose Robert Rodriguez. Was he just the only one that was available to do this?
Yeah.
Because honestly, they had Rick from Famuyiwa to do this.
The whole thing, I would have been perfectly fine.
The whole thing
I loved his episode.
His episode, one of my favorite episodes in the for the Mandalorian period.
Yeah.
Right. So, and he puts a lot of love into it. Bryce Dallas Howard.
He would have been great too.
She did an amazing job.
Well, at least I have hope because Bryce Dallas is gonna direct an episode, or has directed an episode, and Dave Filoni has directed an episode.
I don't know Obi-Wan's gonna be good anyway.
Yeah.
We have Deborah Chow doing that one, and her episode was amazing too.
Yeah.
Literally every episode of Mandalorian I love, minus the Robert Rodriguez one. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, overall, just to wrap up my thoughts on this episode as a whole, and maybe just where I'm feeling with the show right now, is that I like elements of the Book of Boba, but it's not in my top right now when it comes to Star Wars shows. Currently,
it's a little lackluster for me.
Yes, there are. Like I said, it's not to negate the really cool things that I think has happened in this show. Like
just as a whole.
Yeah, I feel like now that the flashbacks are done, and we're done with them,
You can finally move on.
So now, maybe the second half of the season, hopefully, is going to be a lot better. I'm hopeful, and I have some high hopes that maybe the second half.
We have 3 episodes left, so 2 of them we know are going to be great directors.
I don't know if we have 7 or I think we have 7 episodes.
I just read it was 7.
Yeah.
So we have 2 great directors, so we know we have 2 great episodes at least.
Yeah.
I don't know who's. I assume
you already know Robert Rodriguez is doing one more.
Yeah. So.
Please don't be the finale.
Honestly, just give Filoni the finale.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd be perfectly fine with that. Give Bryce Dallas the next one, because
No.
No.
Nah.
You want the last 2 episodes?
Give Robert Rodriguez the next one. Let's be done with him for the season, and then freaking Bryce Dallas Howard and Dave Filoni for the last.
You want Bryce Dallas to have like Mando stuff?
Yeah.
No, I feel like she really knows how to handle.
Well, Din Djarin might show up in the next episode, so
at least Mando fighting stuff.
Yeah, so if he shows up in the next one, maybe it might be a Bryce episode. Yeah. Because I really loved her episode because it was like a nice love letter to Seven Samurai. Literally was just like the same thing happened. Like literally the same thing happened. So and you know, and she wasn't ashamed to talk about that. So I mean, I'm glad that it was a nice love letter to Seven Samurai in her episode in season 1. So
well, at least we know those 2 episodes are gonna be good.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry, man. Robert Rodriguez, I give you a shot, bro.
Yeah, I think we've given him quite a fair analysis.
Yeah, I mean, like, there were some things about the last episode that I liked. Minus the chase scene.
Yeah.
It was slow. I like the introduction of the scooter gang or the mod gang or whatever.
Yeah.
I think they're cool. I do like the cyberpunk kind of aspect of them because it's, to me, having Star Wars and not having some type of cyberpunk theme in Star Wars doesn't make sense to me. And people argue against that. They think that it's Star Wars. You don't, but like, there's plenty of place for that. And some people are saying how that gang would fit more in the underbelly of Coruscant, and I do agree.
Yeah, but
I highly agree with that. But you know, as we talked about, I feel like their whole point is they're trying to be different. They're trying to copy. Like, it's like look at the way how media is now, right? Like, there's so many countries all over the world that but they take a lot of styles and inspirations from American and Western culture.
Well, that's also like going into like the South in the US even, where they're a little more like conservative and like how they dress and how they act and stuff.
Yeah.
And throwing like, I don't know, like a goth girl or
there's gonna be 1 or 2 youths. They're gonna be like, I'm not about that hillbilly life.
Yeah, and they're like breaking out.
And like breaking out, but like I think a bigger comparison would be, since Tatooine and Coruscant are so far from each other, right? You're looking at Outer Rim versus like Mid Rim and the Inner City Rim stuff, like Rim stuff. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right. Like, you're looking at further out. You're looking at the Outer Rim right now, right? Like, you're so far from everything, and it's crazy because High Republic talks about how the Outer Rim was such a very thriving place at that time. It really was. But anyways, what I'm trying to make is just like, you look at America, right, and what we do here in the United States as a whole, like different states, the kind of culture we have here, the type of people that we have in the United States, the type of attitudes and approaches that we have to certain things, the way how we talk to significant others, the way how we treat, like, we watch a lot of like reality shows, a lot of like romance reality shows. I like them because I think they're extremely funny and like they're also entertaining. So we watch them together. Yeah. It's different from it's a little nice break from all the nerd stuff we do.
Just watch some other people's lives instead of our own.
It's great. But anyway, so we watch some Korean ones, and we always draw the comparison between the approach in different countries to how they talk to people and how they approach situations versus like American reality TV, or you look at it's just the culture in the United States as a whole. And one of the point I'm trying to make is I'm really going on long. I'm trying to work on getting to my points quicker, but I think you kind of know where I'm going. You look at all those other countries, they start to really look up to Western inspiration, like whether it's, they both look up to and make fun of. Yeah. Because as being from the Caribbean, I know exactly what that is. Like people in the Caribbean, pretty much everywhere else, America's like a laughing stock, right? But it's also like a hub of like a lot of people's favorite musicians come from the United States or North American region, right? Because like obviously Drake is from Canada, but he's very popular over here, very popular in Canada, very popular everywhere. Yeah. But like, you look at American movies, American television, right? American fashion choices, which is just a rip off of other people's countries.
Even in countries in Asia, like Korea, they learn English.
American English specifically too. Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, like English, obviously not being from America, but like there's a wide range of people in the world now that just speak English because America. You have a lot of people that either come here or people from America that go travel to places, and like English is becoming like a global language, more so than it was a decade ago or 2 decades ago, right? Yeah. So the point I'm trying to make is you already know it. You already know what the point I'm trying to make. It's very similar to this whole thing with Tatooine and their style. They're looking at maybe Coruscant, or maybe they're looking at some other country, or some other some other type of planet, right? Or city or whatever, they have devices. They have devices that they can see things that's going on, you know, in you know, in the mid rim and stuff. Like they can see that, and they're gonna be like, man, free this. I like this style more. I'm gonna take this style. I'm gonna adopt this style to my thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like how so much like over in America, we're so like a lot of people are so fascinated by Japanese culture and Japanese like, you know, like anime and fashion and food, and sometimes we don't even fully understand what we're doing or why we're doing it, but we're just fascinated with it. Same thing like this. So really overly long explanation of what I was trying to I could have really made that comparison so short. But yeah, y'all get my point, man. I think I've said what I had to say about this episode. It was all right. I hate using the word mid. It's so corny to me. I hate saying mid. I hate it.
But it is kind of mid.
But according to y'all, this episode was mid. I guess, okay. You see, I'm conflicted. I can't say it's mid completely because I think structurally it was a better episode than the last one.
I just think
and I like the stuff with Chris. Oh, we didn't talk about Chrysanthe and the whole him attacking the Trandoshans, because like I remember it was Chewie and Ahsoka in that one thing when they got captured.
Yeah.
So you know they were like they captured Wookiees and they captured other types of people and forced them to fight.
Yeah. Like to everyone else, that's kind of be like, oh, why is he just attacking?
Yeah, why is he attacking her? Yeah. Because maybe, okay, it could be two things. Maybe he's trying to get revenge on the Trandoshans. He doesn't like them. Either that, or he was just bored and wanted to pick a fight because he has nothing to do.
Well, he was when I forgot her name when she came.
Madame Garza.
She was like, "Oh, you have nothing to prove, and you know you're already a champion, and you know that kind of thing." So I guess that kind of explains it to some people.
Yeah, and then maybe also too he just wasn't feeling validated.
Yeah.
Because now he has no employer, nothing to do, and
he's just kind of there.
He's there, so maybe he just doesn't feel validated. So
well, now he's with Boba.
Yeah. So
I'm excited about that part.
Yeah, I do like the addition of Chrysanthe into the lore.
He's really dope. So
yeah. First of all, Madame Garza's fit in that episode, right? I'm sorry, but like the white and the color of her skin, like it really was a nice contrast. It popped really well. So that was a really nice choice fashion wise. All right, guys, I think we're just gonna wrap up the reaction here. I don't know if you have anything more to say, because
yeah, I think I kind of aired out all my thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's see how the Book of Boba goes. Yeah. Excited to see Mando's return.
It's kind of sad that Mando might be the saving grace of the show, and I didn't want it to be that way. I wanted Boba to be able to shine, but
yeah, man, I don't know. Yeah. I like it because it's Star Wars. It's just that I'm not as hype as I was when we started. Yeah. And I'm not as hype as I was during season 2 of The Mandalorian.
Our kind of journey with this has been,
and you can see people, you can see it too in the numbers for reactions too, like the people who watch, and like our Mando reactions were like the views on that was crazy.
I know mine,
and even other reactors
like my most viewed video. Yeah. Too.
And like other people's reactions, their views were like crazy. But like now, even bigger channels that I know who do reactions, even them, their views are a little bit lower than what is normal for them. Yeah. When it comes to like Star Wars content. So not just low on mine, but lower on a lot of other people's channels too. So a lot of people just aren't really vibing with this season, unfortunately, what I'm seeing on Twitter. There's some people, it's very mixed right now. There's a lot of people who really love Book of Boba, they're loving everything, and everybody now is like, man, I'm trying to find something to latch on to. And
yeah, well, hopefully now that the flashbacks are done, that we can see some more stuff that'll draw people back in.
Yeah, man, I think the issue, honestly, for me so far has just been the flashbacks. It's just like, okay, cool, this is nice, I like aspects of it, but then like now it's like, okay, can we wrap this up so we can get more of the whole dinner with him and them at the end was cool. Like, can we get more episodes like that? And I feel like
that was kind of anticlimactic.
But yeah,
I don't know, it was a little anticlimactic. I was expecting a little more from the tease we saw of that, so yeah, I don't know if they're having a second dinner or something, but
nah, that was it.
It's I don't know, it's a little underwhelming.
A little bit.
Anyway, so that's it for me.
I was gonna go on Twitter to see what people were saying, but yeah. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know your thoughts on the episode, man. And we'll see y'all in the next one, man. Clockmaster N
Cosmic Things.
out.